What up, what up, what up? Welcome back to the Breakpoint. Ladies and gentlemen, for those of you that are new, I'm saying welcome. And those that are returning, I'm saying welcome back. It's the Breakpoint, baby. This is where we come to talk about what? Bowling and how great a sport it is and how we can improve every day. Steve, what up, man? Cleveland in the house. What's up? That's what I'm talking about. Cleveland in the house. So, Steve, let me ask you this. Did your boys do anything yet to improve their squad other than getting that trade? Oh, Billy M in the house. Let me bother Steve real quick. Did the Browns sign anybody? What's going on? Look, you're red in the house too. Here's my dogs. Here's my everybody coming through. I didn't figure the Browns would be active in free agency. Signed 2 linemen 2 hours ago from the Chargers. Is that a good thing that they signed linemen from the Chargers? The Browns signed Quincy Williams to replace Devin Bush. That's not bad. I would have figured they'd at least got a free agent wide receiver or two. But nope. Nope. So how's everybody going? As we see, we have a new champion. Unless I missed something, Doug is the new champion. Paulie reign was long though. I mean, holy smokes, Paul reign was long. And Steve, you the OG champ, but Steve, I'm gonna have to ask you to get back on the board, bro. What's up? So what do you guys think about the new look? I think I like the new look. I do. I think I like it. What does that mean? Man, let me stop messing with stuff. Yeah, every week you in it, Steve. That's what I'm saying. And I got a funny feeling, Steve, that come the end of the season, you might be somewhere close to Paul as in terms of wins. I think you can catch up. I think you, Brandon, Doug, Paul. I think everybody's got a chance. Keon almost won it. I mean, he had a heck of a run. Rebs is a big dog too. What's going on? What's cracking? There's GB. That's what I'm talking about. What's up? What's up? So, to start this off, did anybody see Dombrowski winning the U.S. Open? Now, if you say yes, I'm gonna be like, But this is what I gotta say. This is what I gotta say, right? And this is gonna sound crazy what I'm about to say. EJ Tackett has been on a tear the last 4 or 5 years, right? But I want you to go back to watch how many step ladders Dombrowski has been in. I mean, he's been the last few years, he's been a fixture. So it's just about time he broke through. Let's see. Steve said I drove the Piranha and the thing was singing down the lane. Now that's interesting. So does that mean you like it? Now, which Piranha? Is it the orange thing? Or is it the other one? Which Piranha are we referencing? I saw Simo lose it. You seen the 7-10 split. If that's the case, GB, if that's the case, and you seen your boy lose it, right? Let's keep this a buck. And I'm eating while we're doing this. I just finished working out, so I need to get some protein in me. If you seen Simo lose it, then you also seen Andrew Anderson lose it. You also seen Chris Vi lose it. Dombrowski family is legend in Cleveland. Really? Okay, Steve said the new orange on the road is really good for me. I didn't know. Yeah, he is from Ohio. That's right. That's right. He is from Ohio. I mean, think about this. I want you guys. I want you guys to have a moment. Now we're gonna give Dombrowski a shout out. What's going on, Tutal? Because I'm so proud of him. I mean, big ups to him. But this is what I'm gonna say about him. He doesn't know how to fail. He doesn't know how to quit. And here's why I say that. The man's been on the PBA tour for 25 years before his first win. And you couldn't you gotta give him all the love in the world. What's up, Larry? What's up, fam? How everybody doing? Chilling with my mother and the family before I leave to go back to AZ in the morning. Man, I hope you love it. Michigan, the weather is good too. You caught it on a good time. I'm a Dombrowski fan though. I'm glad he won it. Yeah, me too. But think about the perseverance that he has to have though. He's been on tour since 2001. Guys, that's what I'm talking about. The grind don't stop. Dom is a dude. I didn't know his story. Yeah, man, 21 years he's been on tour, and this is his first win. And here's the crazy part: he's been close before. Like people don't remember this, and I was just telling A this. Remember when D-Ron Booker won the Masters? Who did he beat? Dombrowski. So he's been close. Oh, he's been close. Big time. Remember, D-Ron Booker, when my boy D-Ron won it, he beat Dombrowski to win it. So that's it's huge. Now, a lot of people can say Simo lost it because of the 7-10 split, which I wouldn't argue with you. However, Dombrowski didn't leave a 7-10 split. And then if that's the case, I mean, Andrew Anderson was on fire before he ran into 7-10 splits Pearl. And then Chris Vi was rolling too, 243, and then he ran into the 7-10 split monster. His ball stopped reading the lane. I mean, A was just talking about this, believe it or not, guys. And it's insane because it's insane. So here's a question I got for you guys. You ready? So let's start the show off because now we about to start cooking. I hope y'all ready. If you smell la 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 la, what we are cooking for dinner. All right, so check this out, right? This is some funny work. Funny work, and I'm just saying it for a friend. Funny work. You ready? So here's how insane this actually is. You ready? Okay. The PBA was bowling in the US Open. And the US Open, they weren't allowed to use urethane. So the PBA went out their way to make the shot not urethane friendly. And what ended up happening? 7-300s with what? Plastic bowling balls. Now, the plastic bowling balls, they got 7-300s with those. And I'm sorry to tell you, PBA. I'm sorry to tell you, USBC. And I need y'all to hear me because this is not Coach C. Don't get mad at me and try to get me in trouble. I'm just saying it from a friend told me. I'm saying it for a friend. Plastic mess up the legs even worse than urethane. Are you kidding me? So my question is, let me sit up for this. So, and I'm just asking for a friend. 7-300s with plastic. Plastic tears the lanes up worse than even urethane does. Now I'm gonna look in the camera and ask this question: are you gonna ban plastic now too? Are you? I'm just asking for a friend. Samo cannot put himself in a situation though. Dombrowski left it wide open. Yeah, no, it's a fact. What's going on, Keon in the building? What up, Keon? That's what I'm talking about. All right, let's see. It's crazy the grind that these guys are on. I watched them yesterday and now this morning, dude had a great run last week, like TJ Rock, and today he's in Illinois this morning bowling the PTQ crazy grind. Yeah, no, it's a fact. It's a fact. Made it plastic friendly. No, 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 Steve, don't get it twisted. They did not mean to make it plastic friendly. Plastic, it just happens to be what's working, but they did not do that on purpose. Because Steve, here's the problem, right? If you're gonna make it plastic friendly, you might as well let them keep using urethane. That rule made them look stupid. Oh, it did. Oh, it did. They look so bad. Think about that. 7 300s, one tournament, all plastic. Dude, Ben I science them. I mean, for real, it was brutal. So, so is the next thing gonna be? Well, they need to ban plastic because that's insane to me. And then the girls can't use it at all. So Steve said, I think they know exactly what they're doing. Didn't realize professional bowlers figured it out ASAP. I don't know. I don't know, but man, them boys in the PBA tour are bad boys. I mean, they figured that out like that. And I'm sorry to tell you again, plastic carries the oil down just the same as your thing. So yeah, the ladies can't rock with your thing either. No, they cannot. But I think I've been to 4 PWBAs tournaments, and I don't think that I don't think I've seen one. Let me think. I don't think I've seen one urethane when I was at them. Now I could be wrong, but I don't think I have. Here's a question: do you guys want the comments on stage, or would you rather them off the stage? Which one would you rather? In your series about your yo-yo release, how can I bend my elbow without thinking about it? Okay, I want you to do me a favor. RM, here's a favor. Can you put your arm out in front of your head for me? Tell me when you reach your hand out in front of your head. Reach your hand out in front of your head. Come on, RM. This is an exercise. Everybody do it. Put your hand out in front of your head. Touch your head. Did you think about it? Did you think about it? Or did you just do it? RM, you got a phone? Pick up your phone. Put it down on the table. Now pick up your phone. You had to bend your arm to do it. Did you think about it? Did you think about it? When you pick up your phone and you put it back down again, do you think about it or do you just do it? See, here's the reality, RM, and this is how this works. You have to practice. You got to over exaggerate the bend at first. So when you go to the alley and you want to practice that, or if you want to practice at home, just rolling the ball out of your hand, right? You got to over exaggerate your bend. Here's why. Because if you record yourself, you're going to be like, oh my God. In your mind, I'm bending a whole lot. And then when you look at the video, you're going to be like, I didn't bend at all because your mind lies. So that's why I'm saying over exaggerate. Because if you over exaggerate it, I know for a fact you will bend it. But if you do not at first, so here's the object. The object is for you to figure out what it feels like when it's bent. And it's going to be uncomfortable. I promise you that. It's going to be so uncomfortable. At first, I am. But as soon as your body understands what it's like when you're bending, then you'll know when you're not. And then you'll start bending without thinking about it. Like I don't think when to bend. Not at all. You know what I'm saying? That's it's just it's a routine. But here's the thing, I can tell you when I don't bend because I'll feel it. I can tell you a lot of things about my swing. The only I can't tell you what where my hands coming through the ball at sometimes, but that's with things. Don't tell them the pattern. Watch the hair get pulled out until they figured it out. No, I'm with you. I saw Belmo put surface on a plastic spare ball. Yep, you sure did. Okay. I start a spring league soon, scratch league, different pattern every week on advanced info on patterns, bringing 6 balls and go. I like it. We start our sports shot league, Steve, in May. May, I do believe. And it'll run through the summer. I'm actually looking forward to that one. Started messing around. So, yeah, man. I mean, I look forward to bowling in my sports shot league. I'll have more fun in that one than I will the house shot league. But the house shot league, I'm not gonna lie, guys, I have a lot of fun because I'm bowling with Drew and Doug and them, and we all have a really good time together. You know what I'm saying? So that makes up for, you know, I'm gonna say this. Somebody said something to me last Wednesday. They said, Coach, you don't like a house shot, but you minimize it. And I'm like, okay, you want to elaborate? And it was my buddy's wife, and she was like, he just bowled a 780, and you're not excited. And I'm like, I'm I'm befuddled. I told him, great job, good bowling, right? My question to you guys is, what more am I supposed to say? What more do you say other than great bowling? And her response was, because you don't like house shots, you feel like other people shouldn't like it. I said, I got a whole YouTube channel. I never told anybody not to like bowling on a house shot ever in a million years. I'm not, and I don't get out of it what you guys get out of it. No, but that's okay. It's for me. It's practice. I go in, I practice, I leave. It's okay. Um, but just the general curiosity. If somebody around you shoots a 780, what do you say? What is it that you would say to them other than nice bowling? Okay, I'm just asking this for a friend. If you shoot 780, what would you want people around you to say to you? If you shoot 780, what would you want everybody around you to say? I'm just asking for a friend. What up, Willie? Drills up some no thumb equipment, coach. Billy M, did you really now? Now that's some interesting stuff. That's some real interesting stuff right there, cuz. I want you to tell me how you like it. Let's see. My boy Willie said, Coach, exactly. Like when they shoot 300. Right. What's up, Brandon? That's what I'm talking about. Coming in and talking about howdy. Come on, man. Really? No, I'm just kidding. So, Willie, that's my point. If somebody around you shoot a 300, you say great bowling. What more do you have to say? Is it supposed to be your butt is nice and smells great? What are you supposed to say? Great bowling. What more is it? I mean, am I missing something? Do I not understand the new school of bowling etiquette? Do do I tell someone who shoots a 300, you're great, like Tony the Tiger, you're great? Is that what expected? Here's a question: if you shoot a 780, do you get a parade? Hell, you don't get a parade when you shoot 880. Here's the reality, right? And I'm not dumbing down the sport. I'm not dumbing down the action. There's very few great after you shoot 800, after you shoot 300, after you leave the alley, it's done. It's over with. You can celebrate it, sure. Um Now, I'm not going to lie. Let me shoot a 300 or 800 on a sports shot. I'm taking ads out in the paper, okay? You will see me advertising on Facebook, on Hey, I'm being serious. Here's a question. Let's do some homework. How many how many 300s do you think is shot per day? Let's look. We're going to put some math to this equation. So none of you guys know what to say to somebody that shoots 300 or 780. None of you guys know what to say. So here's some funny work. Okay, Steve, I like that you guessed. So Steve, you a bad boy. He says 650. Okay. 650, 300s bowl per day. Now, Simo dude that beat Simo when he led the 17 split. Dombrowski. I say great game and move on because it was them. And I mean, no, but okay, but when you say great game, what's up, Red? When you say great game and they're looking for more, what's the more? What's the more? Okay, so 11,500. Let's. I mean, what more do you say? What more do you say? What's going on, Jam? That's what I'm talking about. My boy in the building. What? Okay, so listen, guys. There's no right or wrong answer. What we're doing is we're trying to figure out how people perceive the etiquette. Okay. Okay. So listen. They're saying they're anticipating 100. They're anticipating around roughly around 10 million games are bowled per day in just America. Just America, right? So that's 10 million divided by 11,500 because they said that's about how many one per 11,500 games. So there's roughly about rounded out about 870, 300 games a day. That's a day in America. Just America, a day. So that's 6,000. That's roughly about 6,100, 300s per week. That's roughly 24,300s per month. That's 292,300s per calendar year. That's a lot. Now, let's do a different math. How many sports shot? Wait. How many 300s are bowled in a sports shot? I'm gonna leave it broad like that to see if it gives me an understanding of a number. 300s on a sports shot are significantly rarer than a house shot. Let's see. Frequency compared to 6,300 on a house shot, 800 series. So I want you to listen to this. Check this out. This is some funny. This is some funny work right here. You ready? Are you ready? And this was a real stat. Are you ready for this? And this is a stat from 2028. In 2028, there was 16,800 800s on a house shot. There was 23 on a sports shot. Do I have to say anything else? 16,000 16,872 to 23. Do I need to say anything else? That's my boy Jam in the building. What's the story here? Did someone get mad at a comment on a good game or something? No, 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 no. So I'll reiterate this, Brandon. So a friend of mine shot 780, and I was like, "Yo, congratulations, dude, good bowling." And his significant other, his wife, she got a little bit testy with me and said that I was, because I don't like sport house shots, I didn't give him his credit that he deserved. Well, I told him congratulations, good bowling. So I was just asking for a friend. What more do you say to someone? I was just checking to see what you guys do. I mean, what do you say? Is there no more game over next game? It's not like a rare perfect game in baseball or scoring 100 points in basketball. That's very true. Dude, he got a handshake and a trophy and a nice check. Oh, and some. You talking about Dombrowski? Or you talking about the dude with the 780? Because you ain't getting none of that with a 780, bro. You ain't getting none of that with a 780. Congratulations, nice game. That's why USBC only gives you one ring. Facts. 40 years ago, I can say lucky if a house shot had a 4 year, now some have every week. Man, who are you telling? If I throw a 1 300, I'd be like, finally, and move on, like you said, coach. Well, I mean, what more are you going to do? I know, dude, I'm better than that have one, and I accept it. Listen, I'm going to tell you this, and this is a God's honest truth, and the person that did it, I can have come on and tell you. I have a friend of mine, Charlie, who threw a 300 like 4 years ago, and every single shot was Brooklyn or through the nose. What's tougher, a 300 game or a 900 series on a house shot? A 900 series has only been done 12 times in the history of the world. So RM, you figure that one out. Now, You heard me say there's over 292,173 300s per year. That's just America alone. That's no other country. That's just here. A 900's only been done 12 times in history. So RM, you tell me, how many PBA bowlers on that sport shot? Probably 22 out of 23 of them. You guys do know that when the PBA bowlers are qualifying, you know that it's very seldom. I mean, they don't shoot 800 on them often. I just want you guys to understand how challenging sports patterns really are. They're the best bowlers in the world, but they don't drop 800s all the time. Bowling at bowling at 300 or even a high 700 or 800 on a sports shot is really impressive. In my opinion, I don't think you see it very often. Well, it depends on who's bowling. If it's the pros at 300 happens for them, they're more frequent because they're the pros. Billiam and then 700s, they do that a lot. But 800s though, that's a different animal. That really is. That's a that you realize to shoot at 800, you got to average a 267 for 3 games. If you watch Brad and Kyle, if you watch Ethan Flores, and I suggest watch all of them. Ethan Flores, if you watch even Belmo, I suggest watch all of them because what they do is they and Nate and Elise, what they do is they're journaling their PBA qualifiers, right? And you'll see. I mean, averaging a 267 for 3 games, that's that's impressive. That's impressive. You know what I'm saying? It really is. And on a sports shot, it's really that hard. I feel like bowling at 300 or even at 7. That's the same thing. So yeah. So just trust me when I tell you though. Um, in hindsight, the PBA guys, this is what they do. And the reason why I'm saying they need more credit than they get is because they're special. Every last one of them. The lowest ranking PBA bowler on tour is special. They really are because you have every house has a guy who averages 240. Every single house, I'm pretty sure. And you take that guy who averages a 240 and you put him out there with the PBA pros, and if he averages a 170, I would be impressed because it is not a walk in the park. And here's the funny part: if it was a walk in the park, everybody would do it. I messed up the wording in the first one. I got you. I got you. So, do you think today's equipment is hurting the game? No, not at all. I don't know. No, absolutely not. Here's the thing: equipment can be as good as you want it to be. You still got to be good enough to throw it. Facts. Technology is not closing the gap between the amateurs and the pros. If anything, it's actually widening it. RM. So that's a reality. If it's not hurting it, it may be widening it more because what it's doing is it's giving the regular house bowler the perception that he's better than he is, and then when they go to a house sports shop, you get a wake up call. Was this a significant other? A young person? Nope. It was not a young person. This was like a 60-year-old person. What's up? Look at Steph in the building. Hey Steph, I got a message that I was supposed to give you. Um, Graham said you gotta stop hiding. Who is her? Jim Rock. I think her. misinterpretation of a different patterns is the reason for the lack of understanding. That is a reason for a lot of people. Even saying a house shot is easy, bowling get 300 on it, but averaging the 210, 215 for me in college on the sport is good. Is doing it consistently though. Okay, so Willie, this is what I'm gonna say. When you're in college, if I'm correct, don't you bowl on more challenge though? But no, but here's the thing though, college is hard work, man. You're bowling. Okay, there's more to this than you guys understand, and I wasn't gonna get into it, but I see now that I have to. Okay, I'm gonna ask some questions, and I hope you guys participate because I cannot do this without you. Matter of fact, I'm gonna drop the link, and if anybody wants to jump in, they can. But listen to me, I need your guys' help on this, so I need you to participate. So here we go. Okay, here's a link. If you want to jump in, you can. You can that way you can live answer or whatever you want to do. It's up to you. Hear me out. Okay. How many of you guys bowl league on a pair on your team with somebody with a rev rate over 450? How many? I'm going to do this exercise with you guys, and by the time I'm done, you will understand what I'm talking about. Today's equipment is advancing faster and faster than yesteryear, using engineering, Purdue, Carnegie Mellon. They're developing cores and cover stocks so superior to the lanes. That's true, but they benefit one party more than the other. But Steve, I'm gonna show y'all how. I'm gonna tie it all together. How many of you guys bowl with a teammate that has a 450 rev rate or better? Let's just go 430 or better. 430 rev rate or better. How many of you bowl with a teammate with a 430 rev rate or better? Still have to execute with the equipment. Rarely do I see a rev rate that high. Okay, thank you, Too Tall. Okay, Steve said he does. My hammer teammate probably close, but not by much. Okay, Steve said he do. Okay, wait. There's another part to this. Now, how many of you guys bowl in a league? In a league with somebody with a 450 rev rate? And do you bowl in a league with anybody with multiple people with a 430 or better? Because even if you bowled with, say, like Stu Williams ain't 430. He may touch 400, but he's not 430. So again, now watch how this works. Watch this education, because this is the education that a lot of people ain't getting, and I'm not sure why they're not getting it, but we're gonna do it here. Okay, so Steve said yes, he bowls with people with 450 rev rate or better. Okay, Steve. So the question I have is, so there's multiple. Okay, so here we go. Steve said I do. Jam said yeah, maybe 3 or 4 in my league. Rev up, revs up, but consistently is not. Okay, here's why I'm asking. And Willie, you're gonna like this. When you bowl in college, when you go to college, whether you're Division 3, Division 2, Division 1, now all of a sudden, the reason why college bowling is so complicated is because you have to learn how to move. Here's why. When you bowl in league, if your rev rate is 350, 250, 350, regular league bowlers, you might have to move, but you move minimal. 1, 2 boards, whatever, 3 boards. You rarely move 5, right? Well, when you get to college, now you're bowling with everybody. Willie, you seen your son bowl in college, right? What do you think about this? Think about how high all those rev rates are, because all of them, the two-handers, even the one-handers, are getting through it, and the rev rates are between 430 and 600. Willie, tell me I'm wrong. When you watch your boy bowl, tell me I'm wrong. So here's what happens. When you're not used to bowling on a lane, because remember, when you're bowling in college, you're bowling on a pair, you're bowling with your team and another team. So now all those rev rates come into play. Now, I don't know if you guys notice or not, but if you put two guys with a 450 rev rate on a lane, they tear the lanes up like this. It's quick. They burn up the oil fast. So now you imagine you're bowling with 10 people on that pair and everybody's rev rate for 30 or better. Everybody's breaking that, y'all breaking that lanes down so fast. That's it. That's it. Y'all, I hope y'all get what I'm saying. That's where the difference is between pros and amateurs. Amateurs, you may see one person or two people in your whole league at 450 or better. When you're in college, they're all that way. When you're in the pros, they're all that way. Well, not all. Let's just say 90% are 430 or better, and then the pros 90% are 430 and better. Adjustments in league below average, people stay in the same spot for 3 games and don't understand why their scores is down. That's true. Starting last February, my rev rate per specto is 375 to 380 consistently, and now I'm between 410 and 420. I wish I could keep it around 415 when I'm there. Then my shot feels fluent. You just gotta, Steve, you just gotta remember to repeat the same actions. That's all it's about. The same action, same action, same action. Same action. So I hope I'm explaining this to you guys so you understand, right? Because that's what it's all about. If you guys was in league and a team showed up just to scrimmage you, and they had a team of 5 people that had a rev rate over 400, they would burn the lanes up so bad that it would be insane. But here's a question: how many of you guys even break the game down even further than that? Here's an example. When you bowl in a tournament where you're moving lanes, how many shots per lane what's up, Maurice? How many shots per lane do you need to worry about? Just tournament. Just tournament. How many shots do you need to worry about? Let's break down the fundamental thinking, right? Because here's the reality. When you walking through the doors of the tournament, you're going to practice, right? The lights come on. You got to bowl this game. And then once you bowl this game, you're going to move left. They're going to move you left, or they're going to move you right. And they're going to say, okay, this is where you need to be, right? That's what's going to happen. I'm just saying for a friend. Okay. Now, here's the reality. And I need you to understand me when I say this is the reality, because it is. You only have 5 shots and 5 shots. Now, on the right lane or left lane, whichever you're finishing on, you could end up with more than 5. That's if you're throwing strikes. You only got to worry. That's a small thing. You only got to worry about those 5. See, and that's what changes. When you're in league, you got to worry about game 1, game 2, game 3, and game 4, but you should still break it down the same way. 1 shot at a time, but it's 5 here, 5 there, then the next game. Your job is to execute this game plan over and over again. Your job is to make sure that this 5 has a mark on it and this 5 has a mark on it. However you got to do it is what you need to do. What's good? Rebs on his burner account. Rebs on the burner. Or the other one is his burner. The science to it is not crazy. And yes, the same action is needed if you can repeat it. That's the key. Right, but Willie, that's the whole key to success though. Is repeat. That's why the pros are the pros, because they're able to repeat it. They're able to repeat the same action. They're able to make a hand adjustment and repeat that same action over and over again. If they need to put more rotation, they make another adjustment and they're able to repeat it over and over and over again. That's what separates them from us. Their ability to read it is what separates them from us. You understand? See, a house shot is engineered for you to for you to bowl good. A house shot is engineered for you to score well. A house shot is engineered for you to keep coming back, like that Rick Ross. I keep them coming back. I keep them coming back. It is. A house shot's meant to make you feel good about yourself. It's meant to make you come back. It's meant to produce high scores. Facts. Okay. Now, a sports shot's meant to make you go cry to your mama. Sport, a sports shot is meant to make you go cry for your mama. You know what I mean? Mama, they talking bad about me. Mama, they hurt my feelings. I'm serious. A sports shot can emotionally damage you. Emotional damage. It's it's a fact. It is a fact. Since I drilled some no thumb equipment, my weight went from 370 to 415, 420. I feel like my ball rolls without my thumb is the way more behind the ball from 6 years to 45. Okay, that makes sense. William, that makes sense. Just make sure you behind it and you ain't rolling it like a helicopter. Because that's a reality too. When people go to the no thumb and two fingers, they tend to get around it. And when you get around it, it tend to has that helicopter spin to it. You know what I'm saying? So you definitely gotta watch that. Definitely gotta watch that. You do. However, if you can get it off your hand correctly without getting around it, and then yeah, it's gonna read the lane and it'll look really, really good. The thing about it is being consistent with it. You know what I'm saying? Sorry about that. My dog was going a little nuts. So here's the reality, right? We have to, man, my dog is a 79-pound cream puff, a pit bull cream puff. Listen, if you broke in my house, my dog will be handing you things. Here, you want this? Here, you want that? Hey, he's got bowling balls in there. He's got bowling balls in there. That's what that horrible, horrible, horrible. My I'm serious. My dog be like, "You want that TV? It's only 80 inches, but I will give it to you." Serious. My dog's soft. That's how I explain house shot versus sports shot to Pro Bowler yesterday when we practiced together. But I credit the dude. He still wanted that sports shot heat. Hey man, listen, that's a reality, dude. There's a big difference between it, and the better understanding you have of that, the better. Um, here's a fact. Most really good house bowlers don't want to bowl on a sports shot, and there's that's not a knock. It it's not a knock. I mean, if you, some people just don't want to do it. I'm the opposite. I'm the guy that runs into the fire. That's me. I'm that guy who's gonna run into the fire. Like, coach, what are you doing? It's hot in there. I'm going in there, player. That's me. No, he ain't no bad dog. He not. He's soft. It's not even mine. It's my wife's dog. Nope. No. Listen, I would rather a baby Shih Tzu who will bite you than a 79-pound pit bull who will. Listen, do you know who that dog was barking at? That dog was barking at my son. This is facts. I'm not even making this up. If one of y'all would walk in my house without knocking, the dog would not bark at you. If one of my boys walk in the house, he will bark at them. That's correct. Y'all hear my son? He said that's correct. It's true. If he don't know you, he don't care. He be like, peace. Go ahead, take what you want. If he know you, he gonna bark at you, which makes zero sense. I mean, 0 cents, zero. My boy Phil walked in the house the other day. The dog put his head under the cover. I'm sitting there watching him. He put his head under the cover. He hid from Phil. I'm like, what are you doing? Where you barking? But yet, you see my son, my daughter come home. You'll hear dog bark at her. He just, I can't even with that dog, man. I think the dog is special needs. LOL, too tall. That's not even. Rebs, what up, dog? Look, Rebs had to go get the muscle account. Hey, Rebs, I was watching some of your live. I was gonna comment, but I didn't want to make you nervous. I was gonna tell you how you fell off like 6 shots straight in a row, and I was gonna tell you that I'm gonna have to come down to Cali and drop kick you if you fall off one more shot. Look at look at this. The pretty Stephanie said you could have a chihuahua that barks at everything. And it was my mom. See, but here's the thing though. If he barked at everything, I would be okay with that. Really, I would be okay with him barking at everything, but he does not. He don't. I do have to catch myself at times when I try to come around the side of the ball. See, that's what I'm talking about right there. Yes, Steve, that's exactly what I'm saying. The dog, he's special needs. Yes, he need to go to the yellow bus park. Yes, facts. My wife even tell you he's special needs. Listen, I'm gonna tell y'all a story, okay? And this is the God's honest truth because she would tell you too, okay? This is true. This is true. Okay, what's going on, A? How you doing, bro? He said, okay. He said, okay. Wow, mine's the opposite. Anyone he don't know, yeah, he be on. No, but see, my dog is the opposite. He'll run from you, but if he know you, he be tough. So listen, I'm gonna Joshua was cracking. I'm gonna tell y'all this story, okay? One day, I was out the house, and my wife called me, and she was like, "Hey, you need to come home." And I'm like, "Why?" And she was like, and her voice had panic in it. So I was like, "You know what? Let me just come to the crib." So I pull up, and I come in the house, and the dog's got blood all over him. So I'm like, "What happened?" She's like, "Now, mind you, me, this is an 80-pound beefed up pit bull." And she was like, "Storm was out back and he got beat up by a squirrel." Swear to God. You know, for the next 2 weeks, for him to go to the bathroom, someone had to walk him down into the yard. 2 weeks, someone had to walk him down to the yard to use the restroom because he would not go without you. Can he make this up? Can he make this up? So on day 4, so we had the big sliding door. We have a big fenced in backyard pool and everything. So on day 4, he tackles my wife to get back in the house. I'm like, what the hell I miss? You know, I looked out the door and on the fence, the damn squirrel. He seen the squirrel and flipped out and ran in the house and ran over her to get in the house. Now, if that don't sound like a special needs, then I don't know what to tell you. You think it's my timing was early? No, I think that you have no backswing, and I think that you start the ball too late, and I think that the ball's trying to catch up to your feet, and then I think that it's throwing you way off balance. That's what I think, Sir Rebs. Johnson said, "What up, everybody?" Ours only bark at the USP at UPS. Truck. Really? Brandy, you stupid. Yeah, nah, he don't even bark at the UBS truck. He don't bark at nobody except people that live here. Oh, that's dope. Y'all practice together like that? I know you bowl league on Saturday and Sundays, but it would be great if you. No, that's nice. That's nice. Too tall, then you can teach Rebs how to bowl, how not to pull the ball, how not to pull the ball down, because he's yanking himself out of balance. And you know what the bad part is, Rebs, you got very good fundamentals, bro. I mean, you look really good out there. You can post the shot and everything. You know what I'm saying? You be posting in. You look like the poster boy for bowler. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, I might make you my logo if you didn't fall off your shot. I'm sure that's a real pit, but LOL sounds like a crossbreed. No, he a real blue nose full blood pit. You know what it is? He a pit in my stomach is what he is. Bet your dog name is Princess. No, his name is Storm, which is ironic because he's the least Storm out there. Okay, he ain't no Storm. He more like Sheila. My boy flirts with the male lady and all the women he meets. That's crazy. Hey, so your dog can help you get a girl if you is single. You know what I mean? That's dope. Yeah, coach. Bad Bad Bowling 101 call. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yo, I gotta get down there to come practice with y'all. Hey, too tall. That's why. But you know what? When I do come to Cali, you're gonna be gone. But Rebs, I might look you up though. You might get drop kicked in person if you keep falling off them shots. Our English bulldog is the same way as yours. I love her so much. I, I, I don't see how. I really. Oh, okay. I got blue nose too. I'm telling you, listen, I've had dogs my whole life. This is by far the dumbest animal I have ever seen. I mean, by far the dumbest animal I have. I watched him fall off the porch. I watched him fall down the stairs. I watched him fall into the pool. I listen, really. I've replaced like 9 or 10 screens out there because the dog runs straight to. I'm listen. I'm serious. It's short bus is doing him justice. Is he didn't nut it? Sheila, listen. I'm telling you, he a hot mess. He a hot mess for real. Listen, you anytime you guys are in the Illinois area, you guys are welcome. You guys can come kick it with me. And I promise you, when you leave, you'll be like, that's the dumbest animal I have ever seen. Dumbest. Okay. I'm gonna give y'all another story. So my wife has this habit of changing stuff around, okay? Which is normal. This dog, my wife moved his food tray a year ago. He still can't find it. You have to walk him to it. Storm is over here, man. He went right here. I swear you can't even make this up, man. We should do videos about him because he's just that dumb. I'm serious. God help him. And here's the worst part, right? There's only one person, just one he'll listen to. Nobody else. This guy. That's it. That's it. I'm being serious. Yeah, you need to make a video and post it. No, I'm not posting no video of him on my. Yeah, you know what? I should. The world's dumbest animal. Oh, coach, be nice here. Listen, I am nice. He's still here. I mean, Willie, he's still here. So I listen. My wife she got to deal with all that. I'm good. I listen. I if she need help getting him on the short bus, well, that's what I'm here for. Other than that, I'm good. I'm serious in a heart attack. Y'all think I'm lying. My wife be like, hey, she'll come home. She'll be like, hey, Storm, let's eat. And he'll run in here. And I'm like, what you doing here, dude? Your food, your stuff out there. And he'll be looking. And she'll be like, come on, man. And she'll grab him and she'll walk with him to his tray. And he'll be like, oh, yeah, here it is. Like, what? It's impressive. This Sunday, I'm headed to Lake Forest. All right. He got vertigo or something. No, he got dumb to go. Nah. I might have to take you up on that. That I got to see. Hey, anytime y'all in the Illinois area, man, come on through. You know what I'm saying? We can bowl together, we can kick it, and you can see the dog. And then when you leave, I'm going to just put that out there. You be like, what the world? Special need. Now, who wants the puppy? Listen, I have been trying to give that dog away for like 5 or 6 years now. And people be like, ooh, I'll take him. And then they meet him and they like, nope. That's like having a newborn baby, dude. No way. You bowled in a tournament there, Rebs. Well, that explains a lot right there as to his issue. All right, Brandon. Yeah, chocolate chick. Okay. Wow, Brandon, that's some dirty work. Brandon said that gets it right. I get it right there. That's the problem. The dog only listens to me. He do. He don't listen to me. I think that's just an alpha thing though. Every family has that alpha. Brandon, you probably ain't the alpha. Your wife's probably the alpha in your house. So I get why No, I'm just kidding, Brandon. I'm just kidding. Yeah, Rebs, good luck. You both in a tournament. You know you the dude. Rebs, you could win too, long as you're on balance. My neighbor had a dog and he would pick up a brick with his mouth, carry it across the yard, then bark at it. Okay, that's really special needs, Rebs. Really, what they feed that dog? A bunch of marijuana out there in Cali? Come on, man, that's just dirty work. Make sure you get the newspaper. Right, coach for Rebs. We don't want another Darren Tang Jesse situation. If you make him the logo. Oh wow, that's dirty work, Larry. I can't even believe Larry. Mm. Do y'all read what Larry said? Larry, that's nasty work. Did you guys read what Larry just said? Look on the screen. That's nasty work. That's nasty work. He went there. That's nasty work. Oh, that's Larry. That's nasty work. Hey, I hope Darren ain't watching this because then he'll go crying about how Larry butchered him on YouTube. That's nasty work. That's nasty work. Yeah, Larry went there. Larry went there from Michigan. Look, Larry Fighter Town, and now he feeling it. Too tall, pineapple. Yo, look. Larry in Michigan, he in Fighter Town now, so now he's throwing it out there. That's nasty work. I might have to make it short with that one in it. Everybody, we get the pun because it's some funny work. He said, that's some funny work. Just gotta get that paperwork right. So you're gonna have that fall out like Jesse and Jared. That's funny work. Hey, so what do y'all think about the overlay? What do y'all think? Y'all like it? I think it looked pretty good. I like this one. And then what do y'all think about the comment on stage thing? Because I think that looked pretty good too. Oh, snap. That's what I was going to tell y'all. Two things. First thing is I got to change clothing companies. Because another company came with a massive offer. And the shirt, so I 50-50. Matter of fact, I'm probably going to hit up a couple of you guys and let you guys help me out. You know what I'm saying? See what we can think of. See what we can do. You know what I'm saying? That got so bad it got Darren all messed up and confused. You know what? His videos, all due respect, and I'm a big fan of him. I watch him. Well, let me reiterate, I'm a big fan of Lance. I am a huge fan of Lance. Lance keep me laughing. That dude funny as hell. He could have his own comedy special. I would go see it. His videos are not as good as they were with Jesse. The clarity and all that stuff, I think they were better with Jesse than they are without. Well, thanks guys. I appreciate it. Um, I like this one, and then I also like to show the comments on the stage. Does that look okay for you guys when the comments are up on the stage, or do you prefer it to be off, or does it just not matter? Because there's so much to this thing that I can do. I just haven't figured out how to do it all because I don't really like pressing buttons. But at some point, maybe I need to come in here and start pressing buttons. What does that do? Looks great. Well, thanks, Stephanie. I'm so glad it looks great. Maybe you can come on and more. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying for a friend. Right, Stephanie? We can have you come in a little more. You know, we can make Graham a little happy. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. So, with that being said, though, so listen. Ooh, spin wheel. Red keep asking me, and I think I found one. I'm just trying to figure out where I'm gonna put a spin wheel. You know what I'm saying? I'll come on the next few weeks. I hope you do. I hope everything good with you. All right, so I found the spin wheel. So we're gonna coordinate a spin wheel to make it work, and then so the company that I got all this merch from, they sent out a thing a couple days ago, actually on Friday, and they said that they wanted to raise up their prices for everybody. And I'm like, that don't make sense to me. Why charge everybody more for the same material? There's nothing changed for you. There is no tariffs or anything, so they're not paying tariffs on it. So I don't like that idea. And then another company came in and said, well, look, we can make this the same or better and for cheaper, which means it'd be cheaper for you guys. So and it's cheaper for me because I want to give it away. I want to be giving away merch. I want to be giving it and giving it and giving it and giving it, and it makes no sense for me to be paying almost double for the other company with the company I'm with now, and it's almost half the cost for the new company. So it makes no sense to do it now. If they're willing to match this new company, then we're okay. But I don't see why we want to do that. That makes no sense to me. And we got a new winner, and Doug. Everybody keep on playing. Stephanie, you can add your scores into the Discord too. We got to get everybody playing. And with that being said, though, I think I'm gonna jump off because I worked out and I didn't really get a chance to eat. Because look, it's all still right here. I didn't touch it, but I gotta get protein in my system. I'll put the numbers up. And ooh, wait, before I get off, let me. That way, if people watch this later, let me find out who we're bowling. Because if we're bowling a team that we can, then we're gonna get online on Wednesday. In Discord, Stephanie, we're playing a game where every week we put in our scores to figure out who's the best for the week. How do we do it? It's 9 points. So it's a scoring system where each frame is its own entirety. A strike is worth 2 points, and a 9 count is worth 1 point. Anything less than that is not a point. And then a spare, no matter what the spare is. If it's a gutter spare, it's 1 point. Okay, so you can max out at 24 points per game, 72 points per three, and we've been playing it. And then Paul won, geez, like 6 or 7 weeks in a row. Steve was the OG champion. Brandon's got a title run. Rev's got a title, and then Doug, the Hall of Famer, is currently the champion as we speak. Oh God, why are we back there again? What did I do to deserve this? We are back to 21-22. Oh my God. What did I do to deserve this? The worst pair in the whole house. And that's us. 21-22. We should be live, guys. We should be because we should be all purposes we should be live. I cannot guarantee it, no, but 9 out of 10. Yeah, the team will let us be live. It's just a matter of where the setup will be for Sean to be live. So we'll make it work. I think he'll be able to be in the cafeteria, but I'm not sure. So if we can be live, I promise we will. And we will let you guys know. And then make sure you're guessing the series tomorrow. I'm gonna tell you guys now, so you guys are ahead of an advantage. Guessing the series tomorrow. Matter of fact, you guys pick. Who do you guys want to pick the series for? What's the link, Stephanie? Hold on. Let me drop the Discord link real quick. Give me about 2 seconds. Who do you guys want to guess the series for? You guys tell me. Tayshawn's gonna bowl. Doug's gonna bowl. Drew's gonna bowl. And I'm gonna bowl. Why are we missing somebody? Give me 2 seconds, Stephanie. I'll have it in a chat in about 2 seconds. I just need to pull it up in my email now. Okay, that's kind of dirty. Oh, here we go. Give me 2 seconds. Think that's it. And there we go, Stephanie. Okay, Doug, so we can jinx him and make sure he doesn't win 2 in a row. Stephanie said me or Tayshawn. Ordering shirts is crazy. Shirt company said ship and transportation. You said no, and you were on top of it. Yeah, hey, Steve, I'm on my game. See, told you. Look, he be barking at my daughter. See, told you. Clockwork. I need some bowling stuff. I have none. Well, you hit the right shop to get it. Yep. But there's the Discord jump in because yeah, I'm for all my members and stuff. I'm gonna be dropping a whole bunch of stuff. I just had to get everything right. Let's go, Sean. I've won a couple of times with him. All right, so y'all. Okay, so listen. I'm gonna ask one more time. Everybody, drop the name in the chat you want. Who do you want? You got Sean. You got Drew. You got Doug. You got me. Let me see if Mike wants to sub. All right, so we got Tayshawn. Come on, guys, let's go. Who we gambling on? Tayshawn. I think when Tayshawn's up, I think he bowls better. But we gotta make it work. I mean, I think there's more votes for Tayshawn than anything. Because Doug only had one. So Tayshawn is gonna be Say Sean is the guy for next week. I mean, for this week, he's up. Sean, and I'm out of here to go watch the USA Mexico. You know what? I'm gonna turn that on too while I eat, man. I'm excited. I'm excited. So, guys, thanks for tuning in. I'm gonna make sure I got everything up and up for you guys. Especially even the ball waffle or whatever we're gonna call it. The ball, deep dive, whatever. Anyway, with that being said, if you guys need anything, have any questions for me, hit me up in Discord or any of the social media platforms. I promise I'll answer in a timely manner, unless it's Facebook. Because, and with that being said, thanks again for tuning in, everybody. Everybody has a great night, and I will see everybody soon. It has a financial smart for you to stay. Yes, it does have to be financially smart for me to stay, Steve. It sure does. It really does. All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in. I will see you next time and hopefully Wednesday. And make sure you're clicking in the video tomorrow to put in your numbers. All right. Have a good night.